Oh no. YouTube session error. Wait, looks like it's working. It is working. All right. Sorry about that. Is it working?
Oh no.
It is working. All right. Welcome back. Sorry, well, wait. I gotta play the best intro ever. All right, let me check one more time. Well, Nicole sent me quit. It must be working. It's just sorry about that. Just right here you can see stream not configured, but appears to be working. So welcome back, everyone. Welcome back to Pre-Market Prep. So SBEA, I now know many of you that have been here for a while. I've been bugging Matt and Evan at Black Rifle Coffee to reach out. You know, I promote their great stuff every day. Now I know why. I didn't realize they were in the middle of going public via SPAC. And, I mean, all joking aside, they probably, you have the quiet period going into a listing and stuff. They probably couldn't actually go out and promote their product on a stock market related live stream when they're about to go public. Now I know. I would start several nights. I would cry myself to sleep. And I'd be like, why? What did I do? What did I do? Why won't they reach out? So now I know. So anyway, all joking aside, love it. I mean, this is, and I'll move on, but I'm just such a fan of Black Rifle Coffee, veteran owned. First of all, it's coffee. I mean, you guys know I have an unhealthy addiction to coffee. Greatly respect Matt. Greatly respect Evan. I look back at what they did. They basically just started out doing goofy YouTube videos. Go back and watch some of their early videos. Just dumb videos with their veteran buddies. Here they turn it into this amazing company that primarily hires veterans. And now they're going public. Congrats. So that being said, understand there's a difference between day trading and investing, particularly on day one issues. So I know what a lot of you guys are going to say. Tim, you're probably going to buy some SBA today. I may day trade some SBA today. I ain't investing today. Because remember, and this is a good point that I don't know if I've talked about recently. I've got YouTube videos on this. I mean, remember, you get the FOMO, you get the euphoria day one. They tend to run. Great day trade a dip and rip, trade a VWAP hold. Then they almost always gap down the next day. Then they go into some sort of consolidation period. And then the good buy for a longer term hold is when they break out. And, and I always go back to Facebook. I mean, Facebook is like my favorite example because if you were around when Facebook went public, 2012, I know it was 10 years ago. But like everyone, Facebook's going. There was so much FOMO, so much euphoria. And again, I'm sorry I tell this story a lot, but if you bought day one, you weren't green basically for a year. You were bagged for a year on Facebook. Okay. And again, love or hate Facebook. They're a cash machine. Okay, you can bash Facebook if you want, but they're just they heat the offices with the money that they throw into the fireplace. Okay, because they don't know what to do with all the money they got. But if you bought day one on one of the most successful companies in history, you were bagged for over a year. So I always like to use that example. So that being said, SBEA, dip and rip, VWAP hold, but day trade only. SBA, congrats to BRCC. Love to see a American veteran owned small business crush it. American dream, damn it. Love it. Love it. Day trade only. All our patterns. All right, let's move on. AABB. It's an OTC, right? Yeah, I mean, it's in play. So understand AABB, it's an OTC. Nice gap up. What do? If you took the gap, sell the gap. Let me go back to 1 year chart. This thing tends to put in multi-days. If you bought the gap, sell the gap. Morning dip and rips, afternoon VWAP holds. And I would say this. It's your decision, okay? But you'll remember the discussion of AABB going back to this spring and this summer. There's so many bag holders in this, okay? This was, again, you guys should remember me talking about this many, many times. I still am on, speaking of Facebook, oddly enough, I'm still on, I got added to, all these AABB Facebook groups. I don't even know how I got added to them. But, I mean, this stock was pumped all spring, all summer. So if you bag held, okay, maybe it was your first experience with a pump and dump. You didn't know what you were getting into. You thought AABB was going to $1. You thought it was going to $10. If you're still here 6 months later, you got a nice multi-day run here. You probably got a lot of your losses back. And understand, this is a sketchy OTC. So there's your chance. There's your chance to redeem yourself to the bag holder gods. FCell, FCell's probably my number one. Is anybody even asking about FCell? Nobody's even asking about FCell. So this is probably my number one. This thing's been steadily uptrending. Just broke out to multi-month highs. I'm hoping it slows down a little bit. Dip and rip. AABB, take it if you got it. So when I say take it if you got it, take the gap, man. Just take the gap. And FCell, dip and rip, and number one hopefully slows down. I'm hot on EVs, man. I think, with Tesla breaking out, a lot of you guys asking about LCID week open red to green. Yes. I expected more out of Lucid yesterday, to be honest. OCGN. Yes. Remember, that was, oh my gosh. Remember, OCGN was one of the number ones yesterday morning. Yep. In play all day. And all OCGN did was grind higher. So, dip and rips, afternoon VWAP holds. I know I get repetitive. What did ARTL do yesterday? ARTL was the HC Wainwright pump from yesterday. Faded all day. Gapped up this morning. But went all the way to 86. So there you go. Failed to break the high of the day, post 945, and closed on the low of the day. That is why, and I know this is going back to yesterday, that's why you never, ever take HC Wainwright pumps. Anyway, that nobody cares about yesterday. OCGN afternoon VWAP holds and dip and rips. Probably number two. This is probably my number two behind FCell. Full squeeze mode. I mean, this thing, it's just every day it's green. So, Jorge says SAB is similar to BTTX. Really? Yeah, I don't doubt that. Set an alert at 12. Jorge, I don't, not the, not the kind of volume I want to see, but. All right, one more, and then I'm going to run. I'm on the road. I'm in beautiful Austin, Texas, so that's why I'm using the phone, the laptop. But as I always say, I'm here for you, baby. So Walleye Gill, F-Cell over 10, it's EV time. I'm going to end on that. Actually, Walleye Gill, that was the first comment of the day, and he wins it, coming in strong. So yes, I mean, it's, to me, it's EV. It's so here's my day. EV plays, Black Rifle, and OCGN. Other than that, these crappy biotechs I don't really care about. That's and that's what I think you should be focused on. EVs. So EVs, sprinkle in a day one SPAC. Okay. And again, I think I made this point clear. As much as don't confuse your love of a product, your love of a company for the setup, okay? Ooh, I wanted to make this point. I think I missed it. Understand the reason I like SBEA is because SPACs are hot, okay? Now, doesn't hurt that I like the company, I like coffee, but 6 months ago, SBEA probably wouldn't even make the watch. So that might be the biggest takeaway I want you guys to understand. You hear me say this all the time. Hot sectors, hot sectors, hot sectors, hot sectors. 6 months ago, I'd probably be like, oh, hey, cool, Black Rifle's going public. The reason I keep going back and keep reading it or re-mentioning it, SPACs are a hot sector now. Think DWAC. Okay, DWAC started all this. So that's the point I'm trying to make. SPACs, EVs, and then sprinkle in a short squeeze biotech like OCGN. Make sense? All right, my friends, have a good day, and we'll see you next time. Speaking of coffee, who decides, I would like to know this, who decides to put one K-cup in the room? Who makes that decision? Hey, is there any coffee in the lobby or anything before I head down? Okay, perfect, thank you. Bye-bye. I like old school phones. The best part about old school phones. Anyway, what kind of psychopath decides to put one K-cup in a hotel room? All right, have a good day.